Good morning, everybody. It is yet again Thursday.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, Miss K and I tried to serve some Aloha Friday looks today.
I know. So we're giving it Aloha Thursday.
Aloha Thursday, but tomorrow is Aloha Friday.
Yes,
For
yes.
those of you who don't know, what is Aloha Friday, Miss K?
Aloha Friday is when everybody tends to wear like Aloha shirts on a Friday.
Yeah, but why is it called Aloha Friday? Do you know the
Right?
jingle?
No.
The one that's like, it's Aloha Friday, no school till Monday.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, for as far as I know, yes, it's Aloha Wear Friday, but also a lot of workers and students celebrate Fridays because it's like the weekend,
Yeah.
basically. So it's like,
It's
an
very much a
excuse
half
to-
day, I feel.
Very much,
is.
very much. But yes, happy pre-Aloha Friday to
Yes,
everyone
happy
listening.
Aloha pre.
Can you believe we are already in the third week of February?
I know. Time went by so fast. January went.
Like that.
Yes.
And February is even going by so much
I know.
faster, I fear.
What's today's date?
Well, today, as when we're filming
I
this,
think the
it's only
20th. Whoa,
Well,
today,
no.
today?
yeah, today is the 7th, but when this episode goes up, it's going to be the 20th.
The 20th.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hello, March.
Hello, mother trucking March.
Oh my God, March is coming.
Yes, I wanted the third episode of February to be with my mans,
Yes,
but
yes.
girl, it's just so hard filming anything with Justice nowadays
I
because
know.
he is in his worker era.
I haven't been seeing him.
He's a
lot,
worker
too.
bee.
He's a worker bee. He's busier than me. So we'll try to film probably the last episode of February, maybe next week with Justice. Do you
Yeah,
wanna,
yeah.
Do you want to interview him?
You should keep.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
You should,
I-
Miss
We
Kay,
should
you
put him in a
should.
hot seat.
Okay, fine. You guys, I get nervous talking to him sometimes.
Why?
For no
Why?
reason. I don't know why. Because I feel like I have nothing to talk to him about. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
He does have really intense eye contact.
Yes.
That was like from our first date. I'm like, do we blink?
I love people that can make eye contact. Though.
No, for sure. But I'm not a super eye contact.
Yeah.
Are you an eye contact
I am
girly?
an eye contact.
I'm eye contact.
person.
Yeah.
How are you on? Oh, you are an eye contact person? Like, no. I'm saying, are you the eye contact person or do you look for eye contactor? Because I'm not.
I look for it and I am one.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
feel like it's
Yeah.
both. I feel like I'm looking for it, and as soon as I make it, I'm like locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I am. I think I look at people's teeth or like noses anywhere but eyes because I start, especially if I have a crush on you. I feel like if I'm like talking to my friends, I will look at them in the eye.
Yeah.
But if I have a crush on you, even with my mans now, like I can't even like.
So are you that type of person
Yeah.
that would like if they make like eye contact with you, you just like to look like
Yes,
right? Like so.
I'm so shy. Like I'm just a little girl.
The mood. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
If it's
I-
my man's, I'm like, don't look at me.
But don't you think there are some instances where eye contact is a little too much? Is there ever a time?
I don't know. To be honest, because at work, if I'm taking your order, eye contact.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes I could feel them like looking away, and I'm just like, look at me in the eyes, because I need to hear what you're saying.
I can't relate.
What do you think
Anyways,
is too much?
sorry. What was
I'm
that?
sorry. What would you think? Did you
Like,
have an answer?
on occasion.
Yeah.
I would say there are some times where I'll answer this question after this break. Bretman to Earth, Earth to Bretman. Girl, you already know who it is. And we are back. Okay, so to answer your question, when is it too much? I feel like
Keep it.
especially if I'm like if it's Kiefer, you're-
Oh, sorry.
especially
Oh my gosh.
I know. By the way, I don't know if we've ever explained why Miss K has an extra set. She loves playing with her mic, so we gave her
Yes.
that to play with.
It's like my little fidget, but
But yeah, I think it's like the one that I remember just being so shy is whenever I met my business managers or
Yeah.
my lawyers for the first time because I think with their jobs. Also, I'm so sorry to Will and Brett for talking to y'all like you're not in the room.
hi everybody.
But when I first met them, they make such like intense eye contact that I'm like,
It's intimidating.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
being interrogated at some point. I'm like, am I
They're
being
like
kidnapped
authority.
right now? Like, and they're like such high authority, and they're like in big suits that I'm just like, I'm going to jail after this. Do I, need a, I feel like, do I need a lawyer?
It gets intense, but I think my boundary with eye contact is I will never make an eye contact with like a friend's partner.
Ooh, that's true. I never
Yes.
thought about that.
Oh, I never thought about that. I mean, I already don't make too much eye contact
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
so I feel like I don't think about that regardless. We should talk more about like boundaries, red flags right after our segments.
Okay.
Because Miss Kaaaye, that drink is calling my name.
Oh my gosh.
girl.
You guys, I don't know if I could use some of the products I use, but I just used it. Brett is drinking it anyway, so.
Bitch.
Anyways,
Period.
I was like, today, I was like daydreaming about like a watermelon mint drink.
Watermelon mint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the watermelon I got was not giving watermelon. It was giving like very ripe kind of sweetness. So I was like, this is not working right. So this drink,
Because we were like, where is Miss Kaaaye? And I texted
Yeah,
Miss Kaaaye,
she
what
was-
is your era, girl? Because you swore you were... We can talk about that too, but
Yeah.
you swore you were just going to your doctor, and
And
I
then
was like,
straight here.
coming straight here. And I'm like, what is this? I text her, what's your era? And she's like, oh, I'm just grabbing watermelon for your drink real quick. I'm like, we usually have Miss Kaaaye text Kat, like,
yeah, but this one was like, I didn't know what to make. And I was like on my way here, stuff. But it's watermelon spearmint with pomegranate, water, and
Ooh.
honey.
Like pomegranate juice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kiefer, you ate with this.
Really? I literally
It tastes, okay, I will say,
taste
because
pomegranate.
people really think I'm like kissing Miss Kate's ass. I have nothing to
Yeah,
kiss Miss
yes,
Kate's
yes.
ass for. I'm the type of bitch, I'm like, this shit is nasty. Because, no, not this, but like, I can say that to Miss Kaaaye because the reason why Miss Kaaaye makes drinks and not food is because
I like to mix my food.
I love Miss Kaaaye. I really do. I hate when Miss Kaaaye experiments on food. Like, she never just eats the food the way it is supposed to be. Like, we would go to like go get pho, and she would put everything that they have, even if it's not for the pho, on the pho, and then she'll convince me that's the best thing ever.
It
She'll be like,
is.
Brett, you need to try this right now. This is the best thing ever. And I would taste it, and I'm like, Kiefer.
No, it's not. You guys, I have like a very, how would you say that? Like a
Acquired
palate?
taste.
acquired taste.
A wide palate, if you will.
Very
Yes,
Right.
I sometimes whenever I eat food, I'm like, this needs something, and I don't know what it
And
would
it's
need.
always every food needs a little something with Miss Kaaaye, girl.
So I just start adding stuff until it tastes like what I feel like in my head that it should taste like.
Period. Oh, okay. So I was saying about the drink. It tastes a lot like palm.
Palm?
Like it's the pomegranate drink, and you bought it for me before.
Oh, it's one of the ones I use.
Oh, you
Oh.
okay. I'm like, wait, it tastes like palm. I'm not tasting too much
Watermelon, yeah.
but it's really good, girl. It tastes healthy. Like
It has like a little
Hey.
hints of like watermelon on it, if anything.
we like her. We also, a queen has been remaking.
I
Miss Kaaaye's
know!
That was
drink.
so cute.
Kat, can you please find her
Of
so we can give her a
course.
shout out?
She's such a queen. I was like, I woke up this morning and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that is so cute.
I just saw it when you were on your way here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought she was gonna make like 1 to 2 drinks,
Yeah.
but Miss Girl didn't
Did
have
half of
like
the
the
episode.
episodes.
Oh yeah. It's So Cali Asia.
So Cali Asia.
Yeah. So
Hey, Miss SoCali Asia.
SoCaliAsia. Dot Asia.
So Cali Asia, I'm sorry, but for the next couple episodes, it's gonna stay as tea. But
Or
you-
like a refreshment.
teas or matchas for now until March 15th, which is when my 75 hard ends. Girl.
Oh my gosh, perfect timing.
I keep thinking about how my first taste of like caffeine is going to be.
I feel like it's gonna be
me bitter.
yeah, bitter.
Or I feel like it's gonna hit me like a truck or like
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot wait. I feel like I'm taking like a tolerance break or something.
You are I'm pretty sure you're gonna be up all night.
I know.
Honestly.
Okay, I should read the baddest. I mean, the baddest. I should read the tea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The tea. Okay, I'm just gonna read my most recent one.
I swear that journal will be giving like an earthling journal.
I feel like like a conqueror.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, ugh. Anyways, February 6th. Also, I've been loving like my sticker maker. Okay, February 6th, 2025. Girl, I became a US citizen yesterday. It was really such a fun experience. I'm not sure why I was so nervous for it. My only explanation is that I was probably just in disbelief that it was happening. I guess things just seem so far out of reach when you have been working on it for years. And the end felt so far. Hold on, let me read that one more because I feel like that's supposed to hit. February 6th, 2025. Girl, I became a US citizen yesterday. It was really such a fun experience. I'm not sure why I was so nervous for it. My only explanation is that I was probably just in disbelief that it was finally happening. I guess things just seem so far out of reach when you have been working on it for years and the end felt so far. Everyone around me was so emotional and was so cool because one of my elementary school friends also became a citizen with me. Shout out to Gerald Soriano, girl. Which I didn't even know he wasn't a citizen. I also met a couple of my supporters from the island, but as well as other island girlies. Which was so cool, girl. I walked in and everyone was like, and a lot of the
Really?
outer island girlies were taking pictures before like the whole ceremony.
Yeah.
Which was also high. While we were watching the presentation, it was not hard to realize that the Faces of America video highlighted so many immigrants. Immigrants who made impact in our culture and society. Immigrants that made America the country that it is today. Immigrants are the backbone of America, and I can't help to question the system. It's very hard and scary being an immigrant in the US right now. And just because I'm an American now, for 24 hours, I will always be that 8-year-old boy that came to America with just a dream and hopes. And I will always stand with my fellow immigrants because we belong.
Period.
Period.
That was good and so true.
In the land of immigrants.
Yes. In stolen land, girl. I read something that was like along the lines of nobody is a citizen in stolen land. And I truly believe that.
Yeah.
And that's what I will say about that situation.
That is
right
such a cute quote.
Yeah, nobody's a citizen on stolen land.
Yeah.
And we stand by that.
But I do want to ask you a question about your.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you want to give us like a rundown of like what happened inside that room? Because I know it's like it's a whole process.
Yeah.
You talked about like watching a video, but what was like the whole thing like?
Oh yeah, it
Like
was really
step by step.
actually really easy. So I don't know if you guys know this, but in the mainland they do same day oath. I think we
Yeah.
talked about this
Yeah.
last time. So last time me and Miss K talked about the test taking part.
Yeah.
So it's two parts: test taking and then the oath if you pass. In mainland, you do same day oath if you pass. But in Hawaii, because we are a smaller state and there are other islands involved, they schedule us in groups. So I was just in that group that
Yeah.
day. That's why there were other immigrants. I mean, that's why there were other
American
citizens from outer islands
Yeah.
because they're not gonna fly back just to take an
Yes.
oath. So they check all of us in. It's really like a TSA, girl. You take your belt off, you take your shoes off, and then they ask for your letter of like appointment.
Yeah.
You sit down with everybody, and then they really just like tell you the rules of like, cause you're handed a certificate.
Yeah.
And they're like obviously telling you the obvious stuff like don't post it online, don't pose with it, and like cause
Yeah.
people can and will steal your identity.
Yeah.
And then they play the video, which truly, I was like, it truly was just a video of immigrants who are faces of America. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a weird thing to watch, especially with what America is going through right now. And like, I'm like, yeah, we are the backbone of America, but you're also like kicking us out, which contradicts itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People forgot what America is about.
Yeah, period. No,
Yeah.
period. And after that, you take the oath and you just literally like read word for word they give you a pamphlet of like, you know. Oh, also when you walk in, they give you a flag and a little pamphlet
Cute.
and
I
like
love
the
it.
oath, and then you read that, and then they give you your award, your
Your certificate,
certificate, and
yeah.
then that's it. I did stay behind after to take pictures with people, and then we also all took pictures with the flag.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we were all so excited, and it was just so cool
It was
seeing.
good vibes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I bet everyone was just so happy to get it over with.
I know, and I know, because I was talking to some people there, and like a lot of the. I mean, I keep saying 5 years, but I know there's people out there in that room that probably had worked on it for as long as like 10, 15 years and as little as like months. You know what I mean? It is a scale.
Like it's honestly the easiest thing to do to get your papers like citizen here. It's the waiting part that takes forever.
Because I think a lot of people, and I will even say a lot of Americans, think that you can just walk into an immigration office, ask for paperwork, and then become a citizen like that. It's not. It's not. And it's case for case, and it's I'm not even going to get into details on why some people take longer than others, because it really is just case for case. But I'm just so glad that's done.
Over with.
And
now no one will take your passport.
Period.
You'll
Now
get detained.
I will get detained for hours. Oh my god.
Hopefully, like this time traveling for you will be easier.
It will be.
Yeah.
And we'll be together now in the same immigration lane.
Are you talking about this March?
Oh my gosh. Wait, let's manifest.
Yeah, we are. I've been manifesting. You guys, the reason why
Me and Miss K are going to the Philippines in March. I don't give a what for. We are going. If I have to book it myself, we are going.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I keep talking about March. Because like I'm like, Brett was like, we're gonna go to the Philippines in March, and I was like, okay.
I feel it in my bone. I know I have work coming up that we are just finalizing, so we'll see. But
we'll be there.
Yeah, we are gonna be there. It's not an option.
I was telling Brett the
My
other
bags are
day.
packed, like literally.
I was telling Brett the other day. I was like, I'm taking this Philippine trip so seriously because I've been making friends. I've been giving them.
She has plans.
Yes, I was like, I'm making plans with people.
Period.
She has plans already, and I'm like, oh my god, girl, the pressure's on, because honestly, we need to go home. I need to go home. I need to feel revived. I need to feel inspired. Anytime I go home, I just feel like,
a new you just arise.
yes, I feel so inspired.
Yeah.
And I just feel so grateful. Not that I don't feel grateful when I'm here in Hawaii, but like, there's just something that being home brings that out of me, you know?
Especially like when you go there and come back, like you're so happy. Like
Yeah.
compared to everywhere else you go, I've never seen the two of you just so full of life and energy. And like when you come back, you're
There's
like,
a difference from when you
It's
pick
so
me up
crazy.
from a Paris trip to
so
a Philippines
different.
trip.
So different.
We're
oh
like
my god.
really
Girl.
loud in the car,
Night and
singing
day.
a song.
Literally.
Coming home from Paris, not a single peep in the car.
Yeah.
I'm
No.
like, blast the music. Looking outside the window. And then Philippines, we come back from the Philippines, and I'm like, Kat, U-turn.
No,
We're going
literally.
back. U-turn this car right now. I don't want to be in here.
There'd be the salmon bakes in the car.
Yeah.
We're ready to cook them when you get
Oh
home.
my god, my salmon bakes.
Girl, that was a journey bringing
Yeah,
that in here.
Brett really was like, you're not bringing that. And I was like, I am bringing this, and I will carry it.
You're like, I told everyone about this.
Yeah.
We need to bring it. Oh my god. Not my mouth.
Your mouth watering.
My tongue is watering.
I haven't had
Hold on.
salmon bacon
Speaking
so
of
long.
mouth watering, let's talk about Kat's titties. I'm kidding.
Yeah, guys, that's all I've been seeing from the last videos.
You guys, so I'm sure you guys know this, but a lot of our videos are pre-filmed. So the video of the cat, I keep calling you the cat.
The
Bitch.
video of today.
The video that went out yesterday was the collab with Kat.
Yeah.
Collab. Oh my god. I'm like literally losing my train of thought. I keep thinking about her titties. Was the interview with Kat.
Cat.
And honestly, I would say not
Most,
even half.
no,
80%
yeah.
of the comments, especially on TikTok and Instagram, are just memes / comments about Kat's biddies. And
It's so
and I
iconic.
love how like YouTube is more like toned down and like we love your voice.
Yeah. She sounds like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
But on TikTok or Instagram, they're like, don't ask me any colors. I do not see any colors.
I'm not better than any man.
Yeah, I see
What
that
were your
one.
favorite comments, Kat?
Definitely the ones on YouTube. They were so nice. They were
Yeah.
just like, they're like, oh, she's so nice and positive, and I'm like, I try. But everybody's
She's
so
gorgeous.
sweet.
One of the first comments I saw was like, "Oh, we thought she was Filipino."
Yeah.
I'm like, she is basically an honorary.
She is. She is very Filipino.
She made bulalo the other day.
So good.
Oh yeah.
Girl, and she didn't even eat it.
I went to go home. I was so tired.
Yes. Okay, wait. Actually, speaking of mouth-watering, besides Cat's bitty.
Oh yeah.
What is the cat cooking?
Okay,
That's
so
it.
there were some bananas that were kind of ripe. So I made some banana bread.
I
And
love banana bread.
I just drizzled some cookie butter on top. Cause
I don't know if I'm just a dumb girl, but like I'm always asking Kat to get bananas. I'm craving banana when I don't have banana, but when I
Literally.
have bananas, I don't eat them.
Yeah.
or he'll eat one and be like, that satisfied my craving.
Yeah, and it just sits there, and then I'm like 2 weeks later we have banana breads, which at least I'm not wasting it,
Yeah.
obviously, and like we always eat it, and
And you're like, I want bananas when the banana breads are done.
no, literally.
Mm-hmm.
You did make a different version yesterday.
I did like a muffin, and I tried to like, so I drizzled it on top because the muffin had it inside of it. So I kind of like layered it, but I think they all got eaten. So we have the banana bread.
The pecan.
It's so good.
Period. I'm glad y'all like it.
We'll be back after this break. Girl, oh my god, I'm so sorry for interrupting your episode. This episode is brought to you by Rocket Money. Thank you so much, Rocket Money, for sponsoring today's video. So you sign up for something, you forget about it after the trial period ends, then you're charged. Month after month after month, girl. The subscriptions are there, but you're not using them. I can relate. In fact, I just learned that 85% of people have at least one paid subscription going unused each month. I'm definitely one of those 85% people, girl, to be honest. Thanks to Rocket Money, I can see all my subscriptions in one place and cancel the ones I'm not using anymore, and now I'm saving more money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spendings, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and have saved a total up to $550 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/thebaddest today. That's rocketmoney.com/thebaddest. rocketmoney.com/thebaddest. Find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spendings, and lower your bills so you can grow your savings. That's rocketmoney.com/thebaddest. Sorry to interrupt your program. This video is sponsored by Seed. Thank you so much, Seed, for sponsoring today's video. Now, as you guys know, I've been taking Seed, DSO1 to be exact, for the past 2 months now, and I cannot recommend it enough. I recommended it to my assistant Kat recently because she has been trying out this new diet that she's been on. And I told her, girl, if you're already doing a little cleanse/detox, you might as well pair it with Seed. DSO1 is a clinically validated 2-in-1 probiotic and prebiotic formulated with 24 strains that support your entire body. As I was saying, back to me, I have been taking DSO1 for the past 2 months now in pair with my 75 Hard, and because I was truly struggling with my gut health. Why? Because I drink coffee so much. I drink coffee more than I drink water, honestly. I was getting so bad to a point where like I would probably have 2 cups of coffee in me before I even have my breakfast. And as you guys know, even just the scent of coffee makes me do the runs in the morning, girl. And it's not a pretty view. And since I gave up coffee for 75 Hard, paired that with Seed, girl, I swear I have a whole new tummy. I have a whole new tummy. It's pretty healthy in there. And I have less episodes. And honestly, I'm less bloated even. I have been truly recommending this to everyone. Princess, my cousin Jorly, Miss Kaaaye, everybody, you guys. And I also love how pretty the pills are. It's like this green translucent color. It's so cute. Ready to experience a probiotic that actually works? Go to seed.com/thebaddest and use code 25thebaddest to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DSO1 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/thebaddest, code 25thebaddest. Again, that's seed.com/thebaddest, code 25thebaddest. Now let's get back to the video. And we're back. All right, Miss Kaaaye.
Hi, everyone.
You were saying something when we were on break. What's
No,
up?
okay, so speaking of love or whatever, I'm talking to this boy. You guys, I have been saying yes to a lot of things lately.
Which was your New Year's resolution?
Yes, including like dating men, and I've been loving it. But there's this one boy that I was like, oh my god, he is so nice. Always like ask me if I'm okay, like text me whatever when you get there.
I'm assuming you're telling us this because he's done.
Huh?
I'm assuming you're telling us this.
I'm
because
getting there. I'm
he's
still talking
done.
to him actually.
Ooh.
Oh, then why are you telling us?
Because it's kind of like a turn off.
Okay, okay.
Wait.
Let's let her cook.
And I was like, okay, okay, I don't know why, but I have this turn off. Wait, no, I'll just tell you the story first. Okay, so I was like, oh, I was just at my cousin's house. He's from the west side. And he was like, oh, where in the west side? And I was like, oh, up in this mountain, you know? And I was like, okay, I was at my cousin's house, this and that. And he was like, oh, okay. And we were talking about it. And he was like, oh, do you know who lives there?
Wait, who lives in this neighborhood? I'm like trying to think. I'm like,
Bretman Rock.
Would you say no way?
And I was like, what? Really?
Who that?
I know. No, I was like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know that. But anyways, literally, that's all I said. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, I don't know. Because, you guys, I went on a date before, like long time ago, where I went inside, I went with this guy. And as soon as I got inside the car, he was like, I know you. I watch you all the time on the internet. And I'm like, mind you, I was talking to this boy for like a whole week. And he never mentioned anything about me, like knowing us, you, preferably you. And then he goes, oh, I also brought my Bretman Rock palette. Can you have him sign it?
The audacity.
Yes.
oh my God, Kiefer.
Yeah, and then he FaceTimed someone. He's like, oh, look who I'm with. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is not happening.
That's crazy.
And this was when-
Ew.
This was when, like, you were still in Ever Beach. Like, you know, the White House, Ever Beach?
Yeah.
So long time
Our last
ago.
house.
And I wasn't really in your videos yet. I was just, like, around.
Yeah.
So I was just like, the fact that was happening to me, I was like, oh my gosh.
That's such
So
a
like
turn on.
now ever since that day, every time they like mention you or anything, I'm like, ugh. It's giving like, I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about that. As your cousin, and if that was to happen to me, like I'm putting myself in your shoe. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if I had a cousin who was a little bit known, and then like
It's not
I
even-
would feel kind of some type of way. Like,
Yeah, it's not even like I hate it or I don't like it. It's just kind of like,
why lead with that?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like why even say that kind of thing?
Like, it's inevitable because we live on an island.
Yeah,
so
of
like
course.
people are gonna eventually figure out. Like for me, like they will figure out like, oh, like they ask hella questions. They figure
Yeah,
things
because
out.
even like you can take this out if you whether or not you want me to say, but like I feel like the last guy you were talking to also knew me. Was like, wait, because you told him, look, I'm a personal assistant, and then I guess the last guy you were talking to was like, it's not Bretman Rock, is it?
Yeah.
Or something,
Yeah,
right?
he said that, and I was like, how'd you know? But it's never like, wait, no, I forgot where I was going with this now. It's inevitable that because we live on an island, but there's one thing when they're coming into it, like, oh my God, they know Bretman Rock, like whatever.
Yeah.
Versus they figure out later on, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
big deal,
yeah.
You know.
Or if they knew and didn't lead with that.
Yeah.
That's
You
why.
know what I
That's why
mean?
I'm like saying, because I feel like, especially right now, like that I'm like in this podcast with you. So I don't know if he's like just joking around like that. He doesn't know me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Does he have your socials?
Yes.
Girl, he has to know us.
Yeah, that's why. So he's like,
Because you're reposting the Baddest radio
yes.
all the time.
yeah.
I mean,
And
in
it's
a
not
lot
like
of
we're
your
not on
picture-
social media and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay.
It's like he's the one to say it first.
yeah.
it's that
kind of
vibe.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
So
I'm
he
just-
doesn't know we're cousins. This guy.
That's why I'm questioning it, because he clearly knows you and like what you do and like where you are.
Where if you know where I live, you at least need to know Miss K.
Yes,
Literally.
exactly. But he never mentioned about like me. He's like, so tell me about. He's always asking me about like about myself and things like that. And I was like, okay. And then as soon as he like mentioned you, I was like, oh, there's no way this guy does not know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's friends with like a bunch of like other gay people. So like, I was like, oh, I'm going to Scarlet. He's like, oh, I know people from there. So you
Yeah.
clearly.
Maybe
No.
he is trying just to get to know you, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's inevitable. Maybe he knows, but maybe he just doesn't want to make you uncomfortable, too.
Yeah. We'll see.
Period. I feel like, I mean, to be honest, I barely go on dates. I feel like I can count on like two hands how
Yeah.
many dates I've gone to. And I feel like I've only really experienced one date where they like led with knowing me and like, oh, my sister knows you, and we had to FaceTime her after. And then like even, and maybe like, I don't know if it's just me in my head, but like when he said that he knew me, like friend. I'm like,
Yeah.
friend. We're gonna be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
you
don't
never know
know.
what their intention is.
Because even with Justice, like the conversation of me as Bretman Rock like came later on.
Yeah.
Like he didn't lead with it. Like he genuinely wanted to know me
Yeah.
as me, and then like, oh, when you're famous, like work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That was for the first and the second time we like met up.
I guess it's just like the fact that I went on that date before.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit happening ever again.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't either. I would hate that. That was like, I didn't even take this out, but that was like when my ex, he had no clue.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a nice house. I'm like, yeah, it's my boss's. And he's like, oh, is that him? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he looks nice. And I'm like, oh, you don't know who that is? Oh, period.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you're gonna just lead off with that. A turn off on a date.
That's a turn off.
It is.
That's a very big turn off for me.
No, for sure. No, girl, trust.
That's more turn off for me in friendships. Like
Yes.
with females.
And if he does get mad at me, we know he knows about me because baby, watch this.
So if he doesn't reply to you anymore,
Yes. Yes.
mine.
But yeah.
Okay, my gosh, I can't even top that. Like, what the fuck? Kat, do you have any like dating red flags, dating tips?
Oh, for sure. But I'm, not everybody's the same way as me though. Cause I'm more, you have to be a gentleman for sure. Like it goes without saying, like open my car door. That's a red flag if he doesn't open my car door. It's the simplest of fucking
Yeah.
things. And then if he doesn't like offer to pay at first, like I'll start to like look for my card. But like if he's not like, you know, because I like a guy who's just a gentleman and like
Yeah.
wants to be a provider. Doesn't mean I need it, but I want him to like be in that role.
Yes.
Period.
Because I'm not sugar mama.
Yeah. Wait. Also, wait.
What?
I'm just looking at myself in the mirror. That's why, and I just realized that sometimes I might look like I'm over cat talking, but
There's a
I'm-
big ass mirror behind Kat.
I'm never looking at cat. I'm always looking at myself. So if my face don't ever look like I'm interested in cat talking, I am. I'm just looking at myself, by the way, because I already know people are gonna be like, "Ugh, Brett is so over cat." No, I'm just looking at myself
Yeah.
through her. But anyways, no, gentlemanness is really,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
It has to be there.
yeah. I think it's weird as like it's a weird topic for me to talk about because obviously I'm gay and my boyfriend's gay, but I think because I am more feminine, like, okay, what am I trying to say? How does I don't know how to word it. Like how like
When a person is more feminine than you and you're already very feminine.
no no
Or
no,
you'll
no,
be
no.
treated like a little girl, like a princess.
Okay, wait, let me think of how I want to word this. It's because, like, okay, I'm obviously, like, the more feminine one in my relationship. But we're both guys. Where do you draw the line of, like, who is the gentleman and who isn't? Like, because obviously, like, if he's going to open the door for me, which Justice always does, now he does, do I open his door for him too because we're both gentlemen?
I would say no, the fuck.
Right? Okay, because,
I feel like that's when the roles come in.
right.
Like you said.
And communication.
Yes.
Right. Because somebody, as you guys know, I lost my ring, and I posted it everywhere, and I know I still don't have it yet. If you guys are looking for an update, I have not found my ring yet. But somebody was like, "Oh, maybe like Justice got it to get your ring size for like to propose to you." And then another comment was like, commented under that was like, "No, Bretman's gonna be the one proposing," and I'm like,
Oh,
me
girl.
proposing to a man? Don't make me fucking gag, bitch. Don't. Guys, be so for real. Do you see a bad bitch like this kneeling down? Will you marry me? Kiefer, do you see me?
No, I don't see you ever.
Never.
I'm the one that's like,
Yeah.
girl, I have not once dreamt about proposing, being the proposer. I always dreamt about being the proposee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing
I
wrong with
could
that.
never. Yeah, I would never say that you would be the one proposing.
Yeah.
Also, this is not a diss on like women or like, you know, the more feminine one in the relationship proposing. Like, this is just strictly me. Like,
your
Yeah, yeah,
perspective.
my personal. Like,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I already know some people were going to make this about themselves. Bitch, I said I will never propose to a man. You, however, can.
Go for it.
Go for it. Like, girl, you can, and then start a podcast and talk about it. Like, if you want to make it about you. But yeah, I do love a gentleman. I myself should be a gentleman, but I feel like no.
Honestly, no.
Honestly, no.
Because, like, people...
Yeah, I feel like there's ways, sorry, Kat. There's ways for you to be a gentleman, but it doesn't have to be like what
Yeah.
men do.
I'm a sweet girl.
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
I feel like you just be caring in different ways, you know?
Yes,
like,
yes.
Justice gets you flowers and it's so beautiful. And, like, but you help him in other ways. Like, you get nice things for him in other ways or do
Yeah.
nice things for him in other ways. And that's how I am. And I remember Justice, I got him flowers for his birthday. He's like, no one ever got me flowers before. And I was like, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But I already know if I brought him flowers, he'd be like, why?
Yeah. He'd be like, that's my job.
Yeah. So, but you're right though. Communication, like obviously, like if I ever felt like Justice would want the same treatment, like I'm sure he would tell me like, hey,
Yeah.
can you open my
Yeah.
doors too? Just how I tell him, I'm like, oh, this door is so heavy. Like a little frail girl like me can't open
never.
doors. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I love a gentleman, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait. Speaking of that part, I don't like it when, like, since I am, like, gay or trans, I am trans, whatever, but if they're more girlier than me,
Oh.
I would never.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Like, I have to be the one with the long hair, the
Mhm.
makeup, you know, just in general.
That's your type.
Yes. The
Period.
more musky looking ones. Like, I don't need you to be like, yeah, skincare is amazing, but I don't need you to be doing skincare for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Or like getting ready for 2 hours. Or like scared of bugs, you know?
I think I can get that, but then there's also times where I realize that like, yes, we are a gay couple, and my partner is gonna be gay too, and
Yeah,
have
yeah.
feminine traits / like things that he likes.
Yeah.
And then there are times where I genuinely realize like, oh my god, I forgot like Justice is gay too. Like,
Yeah.
there are times where I'm like, oh my god, I forget that he can be feminine,
Yeah.
and sometimes in some cases more feminine than me. You know, like gardening, girl, he does not get down
Garden,
and dirty
yes,
like a bad
yes.
bitch. And then I'm like, oh my god, stop being a fucking pussy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I think it just depends because, like, you are gay.
Mhm.
I'm trans. It's just like perspective because I wouldn't want my partner to be more girlier than me.
oh no, for sure, you want a man.
Yes. I need to be like a little girly pop.
Yeah, I feel like we're not talking about like emotional or like sensitive. Like it's
Yes,
important
yes.
for a man to be in touch with his emotions
Yes. super
and be okay
important.
to communicate that with us. But also for me, I feel like for you guys as well, a manly man, like there's nothing that tops that. Like
Yes.
Babe.
Coming home from work with
Yes.
that smell. Oh.
like drink
I'm
your
sorry,
coffee
we have
black.
daddy issues.
Yes.
Like,
We have daddy issues.
I'm sorry. Like, that's just what I want. I want a daddy.
When I worked at Starbucks,
Daddy.
and the guy got like a coffee or a cold brew with no sugar or cream, I'd be like, "That's a man."
You're like,
Yeah, the better one.
I'd be like, "You like that, don't you?"
you're like, Kat, you're like, coming right up.
I'm like, "You shouldn't be milk." I'm like, "I have some milk." Like, "You sure?"
The drink is inside right here. I'm like, here you go.
Order for Hector.
That'd be so funny.
Oh my god, wait, Kiefer, what is like, just bouncing off of that, what is like a manly drink?
Ooh.
Because you're a barista now.
Yeah.
What is like a drink that like a man gets that you're like,
Honestly, Kat is right.
Yeah.
A lot of it's mostly girls, females, that gets like flavored drinks. A lot of men usually like a freeze, a smoothie, or a dark coffee.
like a special
Yes.
shot or like a black coffee?
Yeah, or like
ice?
just straight espresso shot.
Oh, that's hot. When
Yes.
they're like, "Can I just get like 2 shots?" I'd be like,
You know who be getting those? Italian men.
"Oh."
My
I
gosh.
can't with y'all.
Wait, are there other manly traits y'all look for or like in a man?
Veins.
Veins.
I love a veiny arm.
I love big arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
like-
hairy men.
I love hair.
Oh, interesting.
Girl,
But I
I
love-
can write a whole thesis about this
Yes.
because, girl, this is so TMI, but I'm literally like, there's times where like I'm literally begging Justice not to shave his chest, but which I get, it's
He likes
his
being
body,
weird,
his
yeah.
choice, but like, I'm always like, ugh. Sometimes I want to hide like my razors and like, because I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna grab when something's
Oh
cold?
my
Like,
gosh. I love a good hairy man.
yeah, and then like we're like both cuddlers, and then sometimes like when he shaves his body and it starts going back,
Yeah.
and
like
it's
the
so
stubbles.
prickly in the
Yeah.
back, I'm like,
Ooh.
ugh,
Yeah.
like I want something like fuzzy, like not something ecstaticy, like poking me, girl. But yeah, I
That
love
is-
a hair.
I
Like
feel
he
like
does
big
keep his beard, which I
arms.
love.
Yes.
Big arms.
My
like,
ultimate type would have to
I
be
just love
like
a man that makes me feel small.
smally. Yeah, same. I love a good dad bod.
I love a dad
Yes.
bod.
Yeah. I love a dad bod.
That's what you even okay. Sorry to keep
No,
talking
you're
about my
good.
man like this, but like, there are
my-
times where I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so excited for our 30s because like because he's so big and buff now. But I'm like, ooh, when that dad bod clicks in, I'm gonna be like
With his
a
bald
little
head.
girl. Like yes,
I love a dad bod with hairy chest and a bald head.
Ooh, she has a
I
tight.
see
My
you with that. I
gosh.
see you with that.
Like, oh my gosh.
Period.
You're like my
My
throat
mouth-
is
yeah.
lonely. My throat is bored all of a sudden.
My mouth is watering, girl.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Okay, what is another dating red flag or tip?
A red flag.
Someone who can't communicate is such a big.
Girl,
That's a
I
left
mean,
on
yeah,
red.
we talked about this already, like types
That's
and what we look
me.
for. I love a conversationist. Like, I love a guy that just like, yes, and.
Or just like if he's going through something, if he can't communicate with
Yeah.
you what he needs in that moment and like what he's going through, like you're like, girl, you're gonna be pulling at strings.
Do you guys get nervous for first dates?
No, I
No.
get so excited. I'm like, they're gonna love me. Like they're so privileged
Same.
to see me.
The only thing that I would say makes me nervous is like, maybe I'm just like a Leo, but like what I'm wearing, like
yeah. Or
yeah.
like what you look like to
what I
them.
look like,
Yeah.
like, cause I got the personality, the questions,
Yeah.
and honestly, the bag down.
That
I got
is my
like
biggest
I would
fear.
never, Also, speaking of bag, please don't go on dates if you're broke. Like, especially if you're the man. Like, girl, I could see a girl, that just wants like a free dinner. Like, I will always be team girl. Like, but like,
Don't
boys
ever.
out there, please don't.
Focus on your career if that's the case.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
let's get the bag up.
Let's get the bag up.
Mm-hmm.
Because, girl, I mean, not everyone's a straight world, but like, girl, there's so many girls out there in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people out there in the world for you. Like, girl, get your bag up first, love yourself first, and then love somebody
Same thing
else.
with girls. I'm like, girl, if he can't do the bare minimums, he doesn't need to be the one.
Yes.
Like, he really doesn't.
At all.
That's something I've learned in the last like 2 years, is that I need a man who has his shit together.
Because someone else will accept the whole of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not admirable to be in someone's through thick and thin, through their broke days and rich days. Like, girl, he's gonna still treat you dirty,
Yeah.
even in those broke days and the
Yes.
rich days.
This is not a dating tip. This is just a me thing. I would say I would always ask them to pick me up.
100%.
Always ask them to pick me up because I think just the trauma of my ex not having a car or like anything under his name. Now I'm like, bitch, pick me up.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're picking me up in, but bitch, I need to at least know you have something to pick me up
The
in.
court like to come over here.
Brett and I had this
Because-
conversation, and I was like, I had to be with a guy who has a nicer car than me, right? Brett's like, he just needs to have a car, a skateboard, a bicycle.
Yeah.
From
For you to
something
get
take me
here.
from point A to point B, bitch. Have something. I'm sorry, like, bitch, you should not be going on dates if you don't have shit. I'm
No.
sorry, like,
Absolutely
and I'm
not.
not even broke shaming, bitch. And if you are broke and you feel shamed, then I'm sorry, but don't go on dates broke. I cannot. Like, you're not ready. You're not ready
Yeah.
for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready. Period. Not even if. And I don't care if you don't want me. Like, girl, you're not ready for anything. Period. Because a lot of women out there needs a provider and deserves a provider.
Yes.
And if you can't even provide for yourself, how the hell are you gonna?
Provide for other people.
And it's like everybody's situation is different, but in general, if you're coming into it and you're expecting them to just give you, that's wrong. Like,
Yeah.
unless you're a woman, obviously, because like,
I know this is an all women show.
yeah, this is for the women, girl.
This is- yeah.
This is
you're
for the
not-
girlies.
Girls, you can date broke. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, please,
Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
girl, get that free meal.
But don't be
Period.
complaining.
Yeah. Do you have anything, Miss K?
I have one. How do you guys feel about like when you guys are talking to a person and then the communication is very like not non-existent?
What does that mean? Like, can
But
you
like
example?
but like when you guys are like, okay, so I would say text and like he wouldn't text back for like a good hour. And it's just be like that. The whole entire time.
like,
Like not like a constant text where like I text back and forth.
Oh.
It's like more of like a in spaces.
that,
Yeah.
for me, that's like a placeholder. That's like
A placeholder.
somebody to entertain me at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna see anything future with them because clearly they have a hard time being consistent.
Yeah. I don't know. I would kind of question, like, what does he want? Like, because if,
Like he does say like, "Oh yeah, I want you," blah 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 blah. But
Yeah.
like his
Yeah.
like his action matches whatever he's saying, but like sometimes like the communication is not there.
I don't know, because, like, I think I'm speaking for the devil, like, in this case, because, like,
Speaking
as
of
some-
the devil.
no, not playing the devil's
Yeah,
advocate.
yeah.
In this case, I want to say, because I myself too, like, have my moments where I am a bad texter, and I will admit
Yes.
that. But it's always because, especially at the times that I am, like, it's always because of work. Like,
Yeah.
I'm either traveling or like working, or just like I
Yeah,
don't
if
have
you're busy.
the mental capacity to be texting someone in the middle of like a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Say that. I think it's very situational. Like, did you go in there your first week, like, he was like prompt, and then
Off.
off the
Yeah.
next? Then that's when I would be like, okay, girl, did like the feelings
Yeah.
Not mutual.
is not there anymore?
Yeah.
Like, that's when I would
But then
start-
every time you guys see each other, it's like amazing.
Yeah, but if he's always been like a busy guy, and like you understand that boundary of his, then like
okay.
then I could understand that, because like that was something that I talked about with my boyfriend now. It's just like, girl, like, we both work so much, and like communication is key for the both of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we also both are like, I am a texter, he isn't, and he's a FaceTimer, I'm not, and
Yeah.
it's just like finding the right, and also communicating that, like, what is your, I don't know. What is your type of communication?
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
I feel
'Cause
like.
I'm-
Oh, sorry.
No, go
No, I
ahead.
feel like it's important if that's the case, you have to set the foundation.
Yeah.
Right away.
Because I
'Cause-
feel like in the beginning, if a man wanted to, he would. Because there's so much ego in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's like in the beginning, he's already starting off like that.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to get better. But if it's
Yeah.
like you guys are together, you guys are know where you're at, then yeah, I think it's normal if he's like busy, you're busy.
Yeah.
But
Because I'm a caller too. I'm like, I'll call you, I'll pick up the phone, but I will never text you back. So,
period.
Period.
yeah.
Maybe
what
it's just
about-
like a mutual understanding then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I have a question about Valentine's. What would you like to would you rather have flowers or chocolate?
Flowers.
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 What would you get?
Flowers too.
Period.
Period. Why?
I just think it's just more special.
Right?
And I don't like chocolate.
Personally too, like I feel like I won't eat the whole chocolate
Yeah.
like thing, and I do love the gesture. Like
Yes,
if you got
yes.
like I mean,
Yeah.
the gesture got me chocolates. I'm not gonna be like, girl, I don't eat chocolate. Like why'd you get me that? Like
Yeah.
you know. But I would be like, oh my god, I love it.
I still have my
Eat
flowers
one.
from last year.
Really?
I still have
They're
the
dried.
first flowers that Justice made me, and I kind of want to like
Aw.
put it in like a acrylic like thing.
You should.
Oh,
That's so
cute.
pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That is cute.
Do you guys get gifts if you have a Valentine? Do you get gifts for your
Yes.
Valentine?
Yeah,
What are some gifts you would get them?
well, Valentine's will probably be passed by
Oh,
this,
yeah,
but
right.
like I was thinking of getting Justice like a pair of shoe.
Ooh,
Cute.
period.
Just that. Because I'm always like, girl, I like a pair of shoes that he can keep in my house, or
something,
like,
yeah.
cause he always comes over like after work, and then like sometimes he only has like his Birkins, and I'm like, okay, girl, we need to get you like a house shoe for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when he comes over and we go
Yeah.
somewhere. he
It
needs
would
shoes.
it would honestly depend, but I would probably give them like an everyday item thing also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a wallet.
What about you, Kat?
Last year I think I got my ex. He loves his dog, so I got his dog drawing like the cartoon, and then like
Oh,
I
is it
put
the same?
Yeah. And then I put it on like a keychain and a cup and
That
something
is so
else.
cute.
And I made him some like chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my god.
That's so
You guys
cute.
don't know what we did? We went to and we got tattoos, not matching ones, but they were having a sale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember
yes,
that
yes.
day.
Yeah, it was cutesy. It was a cute date.
You got your
Made
baking
with,
made
with love, and then he got like 777.
Something else, yeah.
That's cute.
How do you guys feel about men receiving flowers?
I think it's cute every once in a while, but men, okay, my thing is they're not gonna appreciate it like we do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're gonna be like, "Ugh, this is gonna die. Like, what's the
Yeah,
point?"
they'll
of it?
always say they appreciate it, but I don't think they really appreciate it like how we.
Yeah.
Oh,
girly
like I
pops
can make a
do.
frame out of this. And
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
I be taking all his flowers and like pasting it on my like. I have literally flowers in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, girl, I'm like making jewelry with it. I'm like,
I'd be saving it. I'd be like, when we get married, the flower girls are gonna float. They're gonna fly it.
It's like dead flowers.
I think it's a sweet gesture every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I would not give my man flowers all the time. So I'm like, he's not gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like if I did get like flowers for a man, it would be for like his apartment.
Or
Yeah.
a plant.
Like not like a bouquet, but like
a plant.
Yeah, I would do like a plant.
yeah, like a plant, like
Yeah.
a plant, or like a
Cactus.
you know like a centerpiece kind
Yeah.
of like thing, like they can put in their kitchen.
Yeah, not like a bouquet.
That's what I love giving people. Sometimes if I have no gift for you, I'll get you a cactus.
That's a good
Period.
gift.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Mhm.
I love making like I don't always do it, but I wish I could do it more. Like I love making like from my garden, like little
Cute.
There's
like
so
bouquets
pretty.
Yeah.
from like my garden. And I wish I did it more. I just like always forget.
Mhm. It's crazy because like you just walk outside and there's so many beautiful plants and flowers, but yeah, you just like forget to do it. You just enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Brett, do you have any more questions?
Okay. What are like the questions that you ask on dates?
Well, I feel like first you're gonna get to know them a little bit through texting.
Yes.
So I feel like in person, it's more off the vibe you're getting from them, and you
Right.
kind of go from there.
I have a little scenario.
Okay.
I just created it in my head just now. What if the person you're dating has trauma from past relationships?
Then you shouldn't be dating. Get over your ex first.
No, like he's already over it. It's just
Like seeing
trauma.
therapy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a
okay.
trauma now of like trust issues of like what's happening or like this and that. Like, and then you guys are working things out, and then this boy is like, "Who are you texting?" Clearly nobody. He's just like reassuring himself. How would you guys feel about that?
If he was asking who we're texting.
Yeah, all the time.
Oh.
Just because of his trauma, like the trauma.
Yeah, I would try to understand it, but I feel
Yeah.
like if it's starting to get in a way of like the relationship period and his self-esteem,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's to a point where like I feel like he can't even trust me, I would be like, then why are we dating?
Yeah.
Honestly.
I would always give it a beat. Like I'm never gonna be like, oh my god, and make it about me. But then if it's like a constant thing, and
like you were very understanding about it.
yeah, I would question it. I would be like, oh, okay, well, I'm not your ex.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I wasn't raised like that to cheat. So I mean, like, I would just be very straight up, and I'm like, I think you need to work on this first because it will affect our relationship.
Do you think you would want to work on it with him, or would you want him to
Yeah.
go do it himself?
I personally don't think I have the patience to work on that with someone. Personally, like, because that's a personal question. Like, personally, but I wouldn't like hate someone for like
Yeah.
standing by their partner if you know that's your person, like,
Yeah.
and you're gonna work with them thick and thin.
Trauma.
But girl, if it's the first date and you're
Well,
already
yeah.
like, who you texting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Bitch,
First
my
date's
mom.
Crazy.
Yeah,
What?
first it's a
If
little
it-
crazy.
If
no.
it's someone I've been seeing and like I love them, that's my
Yeah.
person. I would want to work on it with them, and vice versa if I was going through it.
Right.
And I would suggest like we should go therapy, because I feel like having a mediator sometimes is really helpful, especially trying to understand each other where they're coming from, because it could be
Yeah.
hard as hell.
Yeah, I love that. I think I went in the question thinking you were asking more of like a first date
No,
relationship
yeah.
kind of
It'd be like-
question. But I personally still wouldn't.
Like, would that be considered like a red flag?
Right away, like first date.
On a
Like the more you notice it.
I mean, I feel like everybody has their insecurities. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would probably be like, if sometimes I'd be like, who's that? You know? But I feel like it's just how you talk about it, how you reassure each other.
I also will say there is a fine line of like having your own insecurities and then like dealing with it without like it affecting your partner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there are some times where like I would feel insecure about something that my ex made me feel about,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't need to make that an issue with my
New one.
boyfriend now.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like he would just think I'm comparing them when really I'm really just like, okay, girl, like my ex did this to me.
You're seeing pattern.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's-
I've never thought about that.
I feel like that's what my therapist told me, especially about my ex. It's like, she's like, well, maybe he's seeing the pattern from like, because he was married before. She's like, maybe he's seeing the pattern. And like, it was like a light bulb. I was like, oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily like comparing you. It's more of like a projection of the trauma that they've been through.
What
Yeah.
happened?
You know what I mean?
Your body and your mind just like, okay, I've seen this. It wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get out of it?
Okay.
Wait,
Because,
did you
like-
answer it?
Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah. Were you asking us, or
No, it was just like I was like,
how do you think about it?
I honestly wouldn't go if it's like a constant of them asking like who am I talking to or like this and that.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's like, why are you with me if you can't trust me? Trust is like a big thing.
I feel like Miss K. I feel like you're such like a mysterious person in general.
Yeah.
Where you like your business is your business.
Yes.
Whereas for me, I'm just like an open book with my mans.
Yeah.
Or like honestly anybody, they can ask me any questions. I'm like, yeah. But I feel like it's also just like how you are personally. Because I feel like personally you are like a more quiet, reserved person.
Yeah.
But like for me, I'm just like, my man was asking me, I'm like, you can go through my phone. Like I don't give a fuck. But I think
Same.
it's just how people are. Like everybody's just different.
Yeah.
Everybody's like
With their-
privacy.
That's true.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
nothing
wow.
wrong with it.
I even the same. I'm like same with Justice. I'm like, girl, look at my phone. I have 2 phones, but just don't look at my emails because like you don't need to know Bretman Rock's business. You're dating Bretman, not Bretman Rock, girl.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
need to know how
yeah.
much I'm making.
Yeah.
Like, girl, that's weird. But yeah, he's so we're both so secure in our own ways, and we're both we have our own little insecurities here and there. But like, we don't project.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
How about like when a married couple does not share a bank?
Approve that.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Really?
Yeah. I
You
think
know how, like, because a lot of married people, like, does have a bank, like, joint bank account.
I mean, yeah, but like
Bitch,
I think you
no,
should also have
I-
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not even in the question for me.
You wouldn't?
I would not at all. I'm like, I think it's also just me growing up broke. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, I'm sorry not to sound selfish, but my money is my money.
Mm-hmm.
I work so hard. Like, bitch, I've been working since I was 15. Like, you don't have access to this.
Yeah.
And, girl, that's even the first thing we talked about, like, on anything. That's why I asked, like, what are the first questions you would ask on a date or, like, boundaries? My boundary is, bitch, that prenup will be signed.
Period.
Okay.
Because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't even care if I date someone, if I marry someone richer
Yeah.
than me. Like, girl, I will sign that prenup because what's mine is mine, so yours is yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's just me. It's not really the traditional way
Yeah.
of, like, getting married, but also, like, I don't know. Like, my mom also just instilled it in me, like, girl, sign a prenup.
Yeah.
It's
And you
smart.
know that story,
Yeah.
girl.
It's smart though, and I feel like it's so important to have separate because I feel like for me going into a relationship, I'm always gonna have my own money.
Yeah.
But I like to be with a man who's a provider as well. So
Yeah.
I want him to like want to provide and want to be paying for things and whatnot.
He's like, let's use your money first and then mine.
Yeah, he wants to give me his credit card. Like I'd be like all for it.
Yeah.
But I think as soon as your bank accounts go together, that's where I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah, no.
I would never share a bank
Yeah.
account. Unless we have, like, children and we have, like, a savings for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Then I could see that being
That
like
would be
a
like the only
shared
joint account. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we made that together, that
Yeah.
child. But
Yeah.
other than that, like, no.
End of the day, you have to protect yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's also special occasions where I would understand that. Like, obviously, if you buy a house together, then you're gonna need a joint bank account.
Or if someone's like a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me,
Me personally.
no. These are all me's.
These are
okay?
personal.
These are all
Mine.
personal
Yeah.
questions and answers. So please, if you guys think differently,
Good for
I
you.
don't care. Work. Should we do products of the day?
Of course.
All right. Ooh. Okay. Can you go first?
Yeah.
Cause I want to know what the fuck.
Okay. Let me see where I bought this. Okay. So I was at North Shore the other day, and I was in Haleiwa Town, Old Town, and I found this place called Celestial Natural Foods. It's where they only like sell like any like homemade products. They have raw white honey in there.
Ooh. Like
Ooh.
it's like holistic products.
Yes, like homegrown, like for like farmers market.
Nice.
And I found this pill. They had like a cute little pill sections for like targeted areas. So like they have like one for early morning allergies for runny nose, like coughing, things like that. Just targets like one thing in your body.
This one is relieves runny nose due to allergies.
Yes. And I have that a lot. And I've been using it. I've been only taking one. It's like this little tiny pill. And it tastes like candy. You know, like those
Ooh.
bracelet candies?
Imagine it's that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but every time I take it, 10 minutes
helps.
later, it leaves.
Period.
Do you want to read what it says? I can't read it. I mean, I can read it, but I don't want to. I kind of want Miss K to read it.
Not rum.
Why?
Not rum. Muriatism.
Okay. It's natrum
Natrum.
muriaticum. Yeah.
But how do you pronounce A? Ah, right?
Yeah. Not. Okay. Period. Bitch. Grab your shit. Oh my God.
But it's really good. You guys, I recommend it if you guys are going.
Period.
Spell it to them because I'm pretty sure we both said it wrong.
It's
Just in case you guys are actually interested.
Okay, it's spelled Natrum space Muriatcum.
Purr.
It's made in France.
Ooh.
So you know this shit is only organic.
Okay, my products is something that you guys always see me wear in my Instagram stories, especially if I'm making it in the morning. It's my bonnet. I feel like
The
I
caps,
always
the caps.
get asked about my hair my hair care, my hair routine, and things of that nature. But honestly, the number one thing that truly has helped me with my hair and my hair journey has been hair protection. And especially when I'm sleeping, I am the type that I can't sleep with my hair like freely willy.
Yes.
Like I can't
Mm-hmm.
because it's my first like couple years like having long hair. So I'm still like I still don't know how to have long hair. So sometimes I will sleep on my hair and my neck will get stuck like this because that's how it
it
is.
would get stuck in your back.
Yes. And me and my hair are best friends, but my skin and my hair are not best friends. If my hair is like in my face while I'm sleeping, I will break out. Like it doesn't matter. And I know I don't wash my hair every day, but it doesn't even matter if I wash my hair often. I just break out. My hair and my skin is just not friends. And this just helps with that. I get these from TikTok shop. Honestly, I can't even find the TikTok shop anymore. I don't know if they got like banned or like anything, but I also
it's
like
gone?
yeah. Well, TikTok shop is still here, but like
Okay.
the TikTok shop that I got it from, because I tried to
you
look
can't
for
find
it,
it
I can't
anymore,
find
yeah.
it. But these are reversible. It was a home made business, like it was a small business, and it's reversible, and I just love it so much, and it helps me protect my hair.
That's so
Period.
cute.
Yes.
I'm glad you do that because I don't even do that. I just go sleep and I wake up the next morning, my hair is all over the place.
Period. Okay, I'm gonna ask the question of the week.
Okay.
And then I think I'm gonna have Kat read some of the answers from last
Ooh.
episode because she was the one that asked the question. My question of the week. It's not really a question, but I'm turning the mic onto the audience.
Drum roll, please.
Please tell us about your worst first dates.
Ooh.
Like
I
a
told you
story?
guys mine. I told you guys mine already.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
The whole bringing Bretman's palette have me sign
That
it.
was a bad one.
That was my first date ever.
Ever?
Yes.
Oh my god, I feel like I ruined it for you.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
I'm sorry, I'm so famous. I'm kidding.
It's so hard.
So yeah, tell us all about your first date horror story. Not have to be horror stories, but like tell us about it, please. And I would love to read it on the next podcast episode.
Yes.
Period. Let me read some of these.
Yes, Kaaaye.
So one I saw earlier, I don't know where it is. Did we see the username?
You can.
Okay, well, I don't know where this one is. But she said it was, she'll know who she is. She said it was Ladyfinger raspberry cheesecake.
Ladyfinger raspberry.
I looked it up.
cheesecake.
It looks so good. And I'm like, I want to make it.
Ooh, make it for Miss Kaaaye.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It's like, so Ladyfingers I can't explain
Like a
it.
Butterfinger?
No, it's what they use in tiramisu, like to do the
Oh,
layers.
okay.
But also tiramisu was a big one. A lot of people were saying tiramisu.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying halo halo.
Wait, what video is this?
From Kat's question, favorite
Yeah.
dessert.
Okay.
Life with Air 8089 said favorite dessert lavender cupcakes. Yum.
Ooh.
Love a lavender cupcake.
I've never heard of that before.
Miss Jessie at JESSIEEA. Favorite dessert is flan.
Leche flan or just flan?
Just flan.
What kind of flan though? There's different type of flans, I didn't even know.
Girl, me neither. I only know leche flan.
I only thought there was a leche flan.
That was me when I saw creme brulee for the first time. I'm like, is this leche flan?
Ooh. This girl, her name is CYANARENEE 3322. She said, I love tres leches cake.
Purr. Thank you so much to everyone that left a comment.
Yes.
Please, if you guys want to shout out on the next episode, please comment down below your worst first dates.
Yeah.
Miss K, where can they find you, girl?
You guys can find me at MISKAAY.
And y'all already know about bitch when you see one. Everything is at Bremen Rock, and every podcast thing ever is at the Baddest Radio everywhere. I will see you guys next episode.
Bye.
Aloha.